Hello, everybody. Good morning. This is Gina Ifoe, the one and only African superstar. I want to give a big shout out to the customers of the African Superstar. Big shout outs to Sarah C, who has been sending me photos. She's currently here in Ghana on a conference. She's been rocking her African Superstar attire. So big shout outs to her. Also, big shout outs to our members only. I did post a new members only video yesterday, so check the community tab. Big shout outs to those of you that are also supporting our music funds. Still trying to get the funds for the second music video for Ghana is good for me. So please do continue to support our platform. Today, I want to talk about elevate yourself first for the win, and the masses will follow. So recently, I had the pleasure of meeting up with some of the African Superstar family. Big shout outs to Felicia Bromai and also big shout outs to Judy Jones. I had the pleasure of, sitting down with some of our family members that are doing big things here in Ghana and, kind of getting some of that knowledge and getting some direction and leadership from them. And one of the things that I think is most important, and it is certainly my focus for 2022, which is elevating yourself. A lot of times when you are, concerned for your community, or you just want to pass along the knowledge. Like a lot of us want to pass along the knowledge because we feel that the knowledge has been hindered, which it totally has. And we feel that had we had access to different knowledge at different points of our lives, we would have taken different paths, which is true. But there comes a point where you have to actually shift to utilizing that information for yourself. Okay. And what will happen consequently is the masses will follow you. Once you're in a position that you have been able to actually implement your dream or implement your game plan or whatever, the masses naturally come because that's their nature. Okay. The masses are trendy. The masses do what everybody else does and they follow the leader. So your focal point, especially if you don't feel that, you've been like that effective, you don't feel that you've been able to like bring those things to life, then that has got to be your focal point, which is elevating yourself. And I'm definitely on that position right now. Everything that you're doing doesn't need to be expressed. If you're a YouTuber, and you have projects ongoing and stuff, on this channel, I will often provide you that kind of example, which is I'm busy behind the scenes working on this, working on that, trying to solve this problem, trying to strategize the future. I don't always talk about every single movement with my channel. A lot of times when I do bring things out or expose them, I'm kind of at an advanced level in that project, or I've already achieved what I wanted to do. And I think if we as individuals started taking this methodology more, when you are among your peers and you're kind of just like sharing your ideas with them, you only have a certain level of validity. And that's just the honest to God truth. Because a critical thinker will look at you and say, well, if you know all that, and if you have that information, why can't I see it in affecting your life? I, for instance, have been talking about the continent for many years. I didn't really get the larger following until I had started the process, until I had started traveling to the continent, until, that gave me the validity to talk about the things I was talking about. If you're just sitting there in the US talking about how Africa's it and Africa's the place and blah, 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 but you haven't even got your passport, you haven't even visited, people are not going to take you seriously. You'll even see people say all the time, well, if Africa's so great, I remember before I moved, but how I silenced a lot of people. But I remember before I moved, there were, over the years, there were several comments. Well, if Africa's like that, why are you still living in America? Why are you living in the UK? If Africa's like that, why haven't you moved? And those kind of like cheeky kind of comments, you see. But when I actually moved beyond the concept of talking about it, because I was actively pursuing it. And that's what I'm telling you guys. You know, this was my first thought today as I got up, getting ready to hit the gym. But I wanted to kind of reiterate this. We are now in December. We're in the last month of 2021. The new year is coming, and you need to take an approach that's going to make you win. Okay? If you are segmenting yourself and pouring your efforts into so many different avenues, the probability of you being successful is significantly reduced because you're giving 10% here and you're giving 30% there and you're giving 5% here, you know. But if you harness all your energy into one direction, you know, let that be maybe your migration, you know, or your business on the continent or whatever it is, your fitness, you know, you start harnessing a lot of attention to that need, you will be successful. And this is also why, I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but a lot of religious people are also not moving forward because they are harnessing their energy in a different direction instead of direct to their goals and their dreams. They're casting it to a third party. You know, they're pouring it into their church, or they're spending all their time praying and all that stuff. It's like you got to spend your time actively pursuing what it is that you want to do. Period. You know, you've got to put your energy into what it is you want. That's it. And not just hoping and not just wishing and not just, you know, speaking it into existence. I have a vision board. No, no, no. Actual, tangible movements, actual, you know, moves, actions, taking steps. You know, that's the only way you're going to get ahead. So that's today's message. I know it's quite early for my Western viewers because it's early here in Ghana. But I'm going to set off. I just wanted to drop that. It was on my mind, and I thought this would be something I should leave on the channel for you guys. You know, elevate yourself first. You know, use that expert knowledge that you have in your own life. You know, use it to put you ahead. Use it to put you at an advantage. And trust me, those people around you, the day will come. You know, there are people that talk to me now about Africa that have had zero interest. They're now having an interest. Why are they having an interest? Well, because I went ahead. I said, hey, I as for me, I'm going that way. You know, and the example says a lot. So big shout out to the African Superstar family. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe this video. Don't forget to support the platform. Shop at theafrikansuperstar.com. Until we meet again, stay black and true. If you ain't black, just stay true.